Next we have Minu Sasser, Judge of the 15th Judicial Circuit.
Article 3, Section 1, the Judiciary. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may, from time to time, ordain and establish. The judges, both of the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their offices during good behavior.
Judge Kenneth Stern of the 15th Judicial Circuit.
Article 3, Section 2, Powers of the Judiciary. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, to controversies between two or more states, and between citizens of different states. The trial of all crimes, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trials shall be held in the state where the said crimes shall have been committed.
Judge Don Happel of the 15th Judicial Circuit. No, I'm sorry. First we're going to have Lori Cotton, Social Studies Curriculum Planner for the Palm Beach County School District.
Article 4, Section 1, Full Faith and Credit Clause. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state, and the Congress may, by general laws, prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved, and the effect thereof.
And now Judge Happel of the 15th Judicial Circuit.
Article 4, Section 2, Privileges and Immunities. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. A person charged in any state with treason, felony, or other crime, who shall flee from justice and be found in another state, shall, on demand of the executive authority of that state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime.
Michael Napoleon with Richmond Greer, President of the Palm Beach County Bar Association.
Article 4, Section 5, Amendments. The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments to this Constitution, or, on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the several states, shall call a convention for proposing amendments, which, in either case, shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of this Constitution, when ratified by the legislatures of 3/4 of the several states, or by conventions in 3/4 thereof.
There is math on this test. John Howe, President-elect of the Palm Beach County Bar Association.
Tali, I want you to stick around after this because I'm going to need you probably next year to write some of the articles for the Palm Beach County Bar.
Very good.
Article 4, Section 6, Religious Texts Prohibited. The senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislatures, and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious text shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or trust under the United States.
Next, David Baker with the Alley Moss Firm, also chairman of Grand Bank and Trust of Florida. Essay contest winners, your checks are from Grand Bank. See this man who got
Ratification and signatories. Done in convention by the unanimous consent of the states present, the 17th day of September in the year of our Lord, 1787, and of the independence of the United States of America, the 12th. In witness whereof, we have hereunto subscribed our names, among others, George Washington, President and Deputy of Virginia, Alexander Hamilton, Benjamin Franklin, Robert Morris, James Madison Jr., John Rutledge, and William Jackson, Secretary.
Jennifer Pryor Brown, former Associate Deputy Attorney General and candidate for the Palm Beach County School Board.
Preamble to the Bill of Rights. The conventions of a number of the states, having at the time of their adopting the Constitution, expressed a desire, in order to prevent misconstruction or abuse of its powers, that further declaratory and restrictive clauses should be added, and as extending the ground of public confidence in the government will best ensure the beneficent ends of its institution. Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America, in Congress assembled, 2/3 of both houses concurring, that the following articles be proposed to the legislatures of the several states as amendments to the Constitution of the United States, all or any of which articles, when ratified by 3/4 of the said legislatures, to be valid to all intents and purposes as part of the said Constitution.
The First Amendment by Jack Wilder Versteeg, a member of the editorial board of the Palm Beach Post.
First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
Adults agree evidently with the middle school. Second Amendment by Special Agent Stuart Robinson with the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Third Amendment by Jack Frost with Commerce Consulting Inc., co-chair of the Leadership West Palm Beach program.
Third Amendment. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
Fourth Amendment by Nellie King, President-elect of the Florida Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers.
The Fourth Amendment. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
Bruce Reinhardt is going to take the fifth.
Fifth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be put twice in jeopardy of life or limb. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be put twice in jeopardy of life or limb. Nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation.